There are three things which I'm waiting the most in Arknights Endfield during the closed beta test second iteration, which is going to take place on November 28th. And no, it's not only about waifus. I mean, yeah, of course their visuals are great, outfits, animations, and so on and so forth, even voices for some of the characters, but hey, it's going to be a little bit deeper. I want to share my feelings about different parts of this game, what I want to see in it, how I can kind of imagine developers are going to implement it, and you also, yeah, you, my dear administrator, let me know in the comment section below what are you actually excited the most, what are you waiting the most from this closed beta test in Arknights Endfield. I'm kinda curious, are we sharing the same expectations? Maybe there is something else which you're interested in this game the most? So let's figure this out. And now, let's begin. And during the livestream, developers were mentioning the topic about the storyline, storytelling, how they are working and improving this process. So obviously they're going to introduce us the new area, new region, and they're going to provide us with the new story related to this region specifically. Obviously they were working on visual aspect, some dialogues, animations, and so on and so forth, and obviously this is a nice thing, not gonna lie. But me personally, the first thing that I would like to see the most in this game is actually having a meaningful storyline in general, in total, which is going to make sense, which is going to be kinda unique in a certain way, not the same repetitive stuff which we have in many other games, and it might be different in just some details, but not like globally, I believe. And from this game I wanna have a really good experience. I mean, maybe players who are playing gacha games are not that into different story aspects of these games, they're skipping it and so on and so forth, not really involved into it and just enjoying the gameplay. But me personally, sometimes you have such a feeling that you kinda tired from just playing the game, you wanna see a new cool story, you wanna get into its world, you wanna understand the problem of the main character, you wanna help it, you wanna progress further, you wanna figure out what kind of the next actions are going to be presented to you in this game, how they're going to solve this or that problem, and so on and so forth. The last time I believe when I was really excited and hyped about the story and the way how developers presented their game, it was Expedition 33, I believe. Like, it was probably the most exciting one game from the story perspective for me. But after that, nothing really. So I'm personally hope really that this game will be able to provide me maybe not at such level experience in terms of storytelling and immersion into its world, but at least it's going to catch my attention. And what do you think about it, guys? Now let's move to the second one. So the second one, of course, is going to be about the combat system. I believe it's in general an interesting concept from what we've seen from different trailers and the ways how they were improving it. And obviously I'm excited to try this out myself. I'm kinda curious how exactly it's going to work, because they are speaking always about improving and involving strategical aspect to this game. Strategical elements, yeah, even with the fact that we have an action RPG game, but they wanna focus hard on improving the strategical points of this game, even in terms of combats. But it's not only about combats, obviously they have different strategical aspects in terms of a lot of other parts of this game with the factory and so on and so forth. There are many of them, but the combats is probably the most interesting to me here, and the way how I see it, that player is using different skills, and based on these skills he is able to activate different combat skills from other operators. I'm kinda curious, how exactly is this going to work? Is it going to be like a fixed one order based on the characters that you are going to use, or based on the skills, for example, which you're going to use from different characters, and based on it you're going to have different order, maybe based on the buffs, maybe on certain buffs which different operators are able to provide. And this topic might go really kind of deep, so they have a combined ultimates and so on and so forth. I want to really dive into it and understand how actually is this going to work, to experience myself if it's enough of strategical moments in terms of gameplay from a combat perspective. Because again, there are different parts of this game which are involving strategical aspects, but the combat for me is probably one of the most interesting to try this out and see myself how actually I'm able to improve the battle experience. Is it going to require you to have like specific operators? Without them you won't be able to clear this or that stage or defeat this or that monsters, or you really can use different types of strategies, combinations of skills, strengths of different characters, and it's not going to matter a lot which exactly operators you're going to use. It's an interesting one concept, so yeah, I'm really waiting for this experience. Now we're going to the next one, the last one, but not the least important. And yeah, of course, here we're speaking about the gacha system. They changed it, and I really wanna see what kind of rates we're going to have. Hopefully they're going to provide enough of currency to summon for characters, and maybe try out different characters as well, because it's quite a huge topic for different games and gacha games. If the gacha system isn't going to work properly, if it's going to be kind of greedy, well, it's going to cause certain concerns about the game. So I hope that they work this topic pretty much decent. And with the radar banner, the most important part for me to understand how actually the summoning sessions are going to look like, if it's going to be like a 50-50 chance in terms of 80 pulls, or you're kinda have to go to 120 no matter what, because there is no like a 50-50 and it's going just to be like a freaking mess in terms of this speedy at 80 pulls. With weapons as well, this is another interesting aspect, how the gacha system is going to work there. In general, I'm curious to see if they understand that this is quite an important one aspect in terms of their game to work properly, not to be too much greedy, and see if it's going to require you to have multiple dupes for a character, or it's going to be well enough to have just one single copy. They're not going to be like any dupes at all, and you will be able to live with it, deal with it, and so on and so forth. And of course, if you're going to ask me which character I'm excited the most and personally wanna try the most, this is going to be this one guy, which is called Pogranichnik. I'm waiting for him. I'm excited about his visuals, I'm excited about his animations, voice acting. Oh my god, did you see this video? It's looking freaking brutal. I'm just going to put it right now here.
Ready to break camp on command. Your death awaits! Never retreat!
Never retreat.
All who miss it! At my command!
Woo! Holy shit, guys. Did you see this? Oh my god. it's causing me like some freaking goosebumps. So overall, what can I say? Developers are cooking it. At least I hope so. And there are just certain things which I want to see in a good way, which are going to provide a better experience, better understanding of this game, and kind of making you feel that you really want to come back and you want to play it and enjoy it, and so on and so forth. So yeah, this game has a great potential, in my opinion, and I'm pretty much excited about it. I'm waiting for it. Hope you're just having the same opinion, same kind of expectations. So yeah, once again, just thanks for watching. Let me know what do you think, guys. Consider yourself subscribing, hitting the like button, and see you in the next one. Take care.